Would like to recognize Tina Panganiban Perez from GMA7 for her questions.
Good morning po, sirs. On the Quadcom hearing, bakit po canceled yung pagdinig bukas and when was the decision to cancel arrived at?
Thank you for that question, Tina. Uh, the Quadcom chairs are already contemplating since last week to move the scheduled Wednesday Quadcom hearing, no? For several reasons. First reason, yung aming if you recall, no, lagi namin sinasabi kapag may mga witnesses, we want them to execute affidavits. Number two, even if they have executed their affidavits, we will have to vet them, no. Meron pong legal team ina-assist ang Quadcom to interview yung aming mga because marami po ang gustong magsalita. Marami po ang gustong magbigay ng testimonya. Ang amin pong palagay, kailangan aralin namin, no? Kung sino ho yung aming iharap dun sa usapin ng EJK, dun sa usapin ng drugs, at syempre dun din sa usapin ng Pogo. Now, because of the several witnesses who wanted to give their testimony before the Quadcom, we decided that we should maybe interview them all first. Tingnan namin, sino ba yung yung mas credible doon? And it will take a lot of time, no, para sa amin. So we decided that before we set this meeting, again, no, kailangan kumpirmado na kung sino yung ating ihaharap. Sino yung mga witnesses na pwedeng magbigay ng kanilang salaysay na ika nga ay may credibility. Kasi gaya nung sinasabi ko sa inyo noon, marami yung gustong tumistigo. In fact, umabot pa kami sa punto na yung isang gustong tumistigo, pagkatapos siya magbigay ng kanyang affidavit, ay umabot kami sa punto na kailangan pa naming ipasuri siya sa psychiatrist, no? Ipasuri siya through a polygraph test sa Camp Crame, no? Para malaman namin kung ito ba'y nagsasabi ng totoo. Hindi ho madali, no, magpresenta ng witnesses. Kaya napag-usapan nga namin, kagaya ho kahapon ng hapon, na-decide na ho namin na i-cancel yung aming meeting supposedly for tomorrow, ngayong Wednesday, November 13, to give us more time hanggang next Thursday to interview, to set up our agenda, at tapusin po lahat ng pwede naming ma-interview. That is the reason why we had to cancel.
Actually, 2 days ago, nag-decide na kami dyan eh. A week ago pa, pinag-uusapan na natin, Chairman. And then suddenly, kahapon parang last night, parang nakakita tayo na attend na raw sila. And ang problem natin dyan, we have already notified yung mga resource persons, especially yung mga galing sa Cebu, yung mga victims. And at the same time, meron po kami binibet na galing sa Isabela and I think one also from the north. And suddenly, naka-receive tayo ng mga ganong pronouncement that he will be attending. But of course, hindi pa naman po yun official na galing po sa former president that he will be attending on tomorrow's hearing. Unless and until that we have received any copy from him, then most likely. But it's hard to na makapag-ano na po tayo tomorrow because yung pronouncement and the invitation to other resource persons were already been canceled.
Dagdagan ko lang yung sinabi ni Kong Dan, no? Kahapon pa na-cancel na namin yung aming hearing eh. At 6:30 p.m., the Quadcom chairs have already informed the Secretariat to send out notices to all our members and to all our invited resource persons na hindi po natin matutuloy yung ating hearing ngayong Wednesday, no? At all these notices via email, via digital and Viber notices, pinadala na ho yan kahapon pa lang. And wala ho kaming wala ho kaming confirmation pa kung sino yung a-attend eh. Wala naman ho nagsabi sa amin na may a-attend na sa Wednesday because as early as yesterday, we have already sent out cancellation notices. Kaya wala namang nagulat lang kami ngayon na meron palang gustong umattend, no? Welcome naman po yan sa atin. Kaya lang, na-cancel na po natin. And just to let everybody know that we have already postponed it for November 21st, Thursday next week. So lahat po ng inimbitahan namin na kinancel namin, ay iimbitahan ho namin ulit Nang sa ganoon, mahaba-haba ho yung inyong preparasyon, mahaba-haba yung oras para maka-attend dito sa aming Quadcom hearing sa next
Mr. Chairman, baka iniisip ko rin during the time that we have discussed that on Sunday, I think we finalized on Sunday. Baka may mga chairman na mole doon sa pag-uusap natin. Just kidding. Pero we already decided last Sunday pa po at pinormalize lang po namin yan kahapon, and that's the reason why we already have a meeting yesterday. Unfortunately, may mga gantong issue na darating daw po, and I think it's hard for us to really send invitation again to those who have been canceled resource persons.
And kung wala naman talagang kung wala naman talagang direct statement ang ating former president na darating siya, tingin namin propaganda lang yung lumalabas ngayon sa internet, no, sa social media na darating siya. Kasi gusto rin naming dumating siya dahil pinagbantaan nga niya yung mga congressmen na sinasabi niya, sisipain daw niya, wala namang virtual kick. 'Di ba? So, mas maganda sana dumating siya dahil willing naman si Chairman Dan na magpasipa sa former president.
virtual kick.
Tsaka napakahirap naman po kung na-cancel ng isang committee hearing. Para mag-imbita ka na naman, you need at least 3-day notice sa mga i-invite ninyo. So, masyado na pong short yung ilang oras. In fact, yung mga naging reason kung bakit po kami nag-issue ng subpoena for the second time, na-reissue po namin because we are following our rules dito po sa House.
Sir, yung si Attorney Panelo kasi yung isa sa mga nag-confirm na pupunta raw po si former president. Tapos, with the cancellation of the hearing, may mga posts po kasi online saying na baka naduwag daw yung Quadcom.
Alam mo, unang-una, hindi naman si Attorney Panelo inimbitahan namin. Di ba? It was the former president ng aming inimbitahan. And we were informed that the lawyer or the counsel of the former president, where we also received letters from the law office of Attorney Delgra. Yun lang yung hinihintay namin na information. So kung social media, wala akong pupunta. Kung nagtatawag kayo ng mga vloggers, parang disrespect yan sa atin dito sa sistema ng ating imbitasyon. Do not invite in the social media. Kung gusto nyo, sumagot kayo, sulatan nyo kami. Diba? Sulatan nyo kami kung kayo ay pupunta. Hindi yung sa social media kayo magsasalita. Of course, we appreciate the fact that pupunta ang ating dating Pangulo dahil yun naman po ang request ng ating mga kasamahan sa Quadcom, no? Na magkaroon ng talakayan, magkaroon ng palitan ng idea tungkol dito sa usapin sa EJK at usapin sa drugs, no, na kung saan ay centerpiece ng kampanya ng ating dating administrasyon. Kaya nga gusto sana nating marinig mismo mula sa ating dating Pangulo kung ano yung mga kasagutan na kanyang ibibigay dun sa mga tanong na pinaghandaan ng ating mga Quadcom members. So, wag po nating I noticed also that there are several comments from the vloggers of I don't know which camp is that, no? Saying na wala pong naduduwag dito. Ganito ho, para ho malinaw. Sa 21 meron kaming hearing. Yan ho, punta ho tayo dito. Pagkatapos ng 21, let us know kung kailan kayo pwede. Because we will schedule another Quadcom hearing on the date convenient for you, on the date na gusto ninyo, para ho mailatag natin ng maayos ang ating imbitasyon.
And reminder also, as well, Mr. Chairman, as what Chairman Chu mentioned a while ago, that there is a 3-day ruling that are being followed by the committee. So, kailangan po ma-inform din po kami officially. Wag po sana sa social media para at least lahat. Kasi pag social media, you can always deny it, di ba? Pwede kang hindi pumunta, tapos sasabihin, hindi naman formal yon. But of course, kapag ginawa po nating official ang lahat, then resibo po yan. So I hope that prior to November 21 hearing, somebody or the lawyer of the former president will write the committee for his attendance. Maraming salamat po.
Sir, clarification lang. At this point in time, walang natatanggap na kahit written or digital communication from the camp of former President Duterte na dadalos sana dapat sila bukas?
Wala po kami natatanggap hanggang sa ngayon. Ang nakikita lang namin yung mga vloggers. So, hindi ho namin pinakikinggan yung mga vloggers kasi wala naman nung sinabing tama yan kundi tirahin lang itong si Dan Fernandez eh. Kaya yun ho ang aming we wrote to them inviting them. Then we also gave them a notice of cancellation via email, via Viber text messages, and all other forms of communication. Yun lang ho ang iniintay namin. Kung meron hong letter sa amin, wala ho kami natatanggap. At dahil nga po, nung Monday pa, bago po sinabing pupunta si former president sa hearing, sinabi ho yun, na-cancel na namin eh. Di ba? Na-cancel na ho. Bigla hong nasabing pupunta. Hindi naman ho ganun ang proseso. Di ba? Ang proseso, may imbitasyon kami at hinihintay namin yung reply. But even prior to the reply to our invitation, ay na-cancel na po namin. Kasi nga po, sa nabanggit kong rason kanina kung bakit po namin kinancel.
Thank you, sirs.
Thank you. Next questions from Marian Enriquez of TV5. Okay, Vivian Gulia from ABS-CBN.
Actually, yung clarification ko yun lang din, sir. So, bali, 2 letters lang po yung na-receive ng Quadcom from the camp of the former president. The first one was yung before the November 1st, and the second one was declining the invitation. Wala na pong ibang communication na na-receive po.
Hindi, ganito po yan. Since the start of the Quadcom hearings, invitation has already been extended to the former president and the 2 senators, incumbent senators. But there was no reply. And then we had subsequent committee hearings of the Quad. There was no reply whether they will attend or not. Now, there was a press statement issued by the former president that he said wala siya natatanggap na invitation. That's why we had to send again another invitation for our October 22 committee Quadcom hearing. At the following day, we already received a letter coming from his lawyer, si Atty. Delgra, saying that he needs to rest, the former president needs to rest, he has a lot of engagements, has been tired, and because we understood that the former president is already old and we would like to give him the time to rest, so we accepted the cancellation. Then we sent again another letter, supposedly for the October, November 7 hearing. Then we received again another letter. Sinasabi na hindi siya pupunta because walang integridad ang Quadcom at na-prejudge na siya ni Congressman Dan Fernandez tsaka ni Kong Benny Abante. At saka mahaba pa yung rason. So we accepted again the refusal to attend. Now we're supposed to have a November 13 hearing, but we decided to cancel it yesterday. Ngayon sasabihin na pupunta. Ano ba talaga, kuya? Di ba? So ito formally sent po yung letter, ang invitation. Of course, we appreciate the fact that the former president is now interested to attend, no? Malaki pong yan, dahil malaki pong maitutulong niyan sa Quadcom.
Talagang, in other words, talagang propaganda lang, yung ginagawa nila, lalong-lalo na yung sinasabi nilang pag-attend sa committee hearing ng Quadcom, talagang nabubudol-budol nga yung ating mga mamamayan regarding sa kung ano yung kanilang mga sinasabing statement.
Thank you. Before we continue our press conference, I'd like to acknowledge the arrival of House Committee on Human Rights Chairman, Manila Representative Benvenido Benny Abante Jr. Thank you for joining us, sir. Okay, Bibian, are you okay? May I call on Lenesca Panti from GMA News Online?
Good morning po. Sir, yung kay former President Duterte also, he said that he had nothing more to say, to add, given his testimony in the Senate, the drug war probe. And he also said na wala na daw siyang pera para pamasahe. Papamasahihan niyo daw ba siya? That's how he said it, na wala na daw siyang pera pamasahe. So how do you respond to this, na he has nothing to add more to what he said in the Senate? So do you agree with that? And yung second na wala daw siyang pamasahe papunta dito.
Well, in fact, that was stated in the letter of Attorney Delgra. No? Sabi niya, he has nothing more to add, no? Dun sa Quadcom. Sinabi na daw niya lahat ng na gusto niyang sabihin sa ano. And of course, we took note of that. No? Pero nga, mas maganda nga sana na sa kagustuhan ng mga mayorya ng membro ng Quadcom na makaharap at matanong direkta ang ating Pangulo, dating Pangulo. So, I think if the President would welcome that, we will appreciate, no? Kapag siya nag-attend. Yun nga lang po, nagkaroon lamang po ng cancellation ngayong Wednesday because of the reasons I stated earlier at hindi dahil sa sinasabi ng mga vlogger. Wala hong hindi ho namin pinakikinggan yan. Nababasa-basa lang po natin yan. Kung sa mga pamasahe naman, nag-usap-usap ang mga chairman. Ang pinakamalaking ambag ay si Congressman Dan at gusto lamang malaman kung ilan sila, no, so that we can also accommodate at ma-arrange din po yung mga accommodation.
And at the same time, siguro, we have to make it formal, no? I-formalize natin lahat. Kasi nga, pag yung sa social media tayo nagsagutan, I think it will not be proper, no? At maliligaw po tayo. Especially yan, nagpo-pronounce sila that they will be attending. And it's not even coming from the president, di ba? So, we are governed by the rule of law and we are governed by the rules of the committee. And I hope that kung talagang a-attend po ang presidente, now is the right time to notify the committee, especially November 21 pa naman yan, malayo pa, Thursday pa. So we have all the time, no, para i-prepare. Ang problem talaga, alam nyo, mahirap din naman po yung bukas maghihiring na po kami. Eh di somebody will accuse us that we are, kumbaga, binibreak namin yung own rules namin of the three-day notice. Kaya sana po, no, ibalik na po natin yung tamang proseso para nang sa ganon, we will be guided accordingly.
Chairman Abante.
Just lang, sir, to add, yung sinabi niyang wala siyang pamasahe, it was a press conference. It was not a hindi siya galing sa vlogger. He had a press conference and he said na yun nga, wala daw siyang pamasahe.
Well, nasagot na po ni Chairman Ace Barberson tungkol dito. So, we're willing to chip in kung talagang kinakailangan, no? If really the president wants to come. Hindi namin siya pipilitin, no, according to his condition, a health condition o mental condition. Kami naman we would like the people to know that we have high respect for the former president. And we really want to, to hear his side of the issue. Kahit na po marami siyang nasabi sa Senado, it's up to him actually. It's up to him. Hindi naman niya sinabi personally na pupunta siya. It was actually his lawyers who said it. So, it's up to him. If you'd like to come, very much welcome po siya.
Just like to add lang po on the first point, kasi po our only basis is yung letter ni Attorney Delgra. I don't know yet the sentiments of the former president. But when the committee invites resource persons, it's not only for them to have any unilateral pronouncements, but we also have questions. So pag sinasabi po nila they have nothing more to say, I think kami po sa committee ay marami pong katanungan. So we hope that they do reconsider. When he appeared before the Senate and he made those pronouncements, I think it left more questions than answers. So, on the topic lang po, no, na sinasabi na they have nothing more to say, I hope that they could reconsider, take the invitation, and then answer the questions of our members. Yun lang po.
Thank you, Lenesca. Gab Lalu from Inquirer Online. Please proceed with your questions.
Sir, just a quick follow-up. Kasi na-mention po yung advanced age ni former President Duterte. Pero if I recall, in one of the hearings before the Quad Committee was formed, parang pumunta po si former Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile, di ba? To explain dun sa CESA. May ganun din po. Parang kumbaga kung nakapunta po si former Senate President Enrile, bakit hindi makakapunta si...
Well, actually, yung ano yun, sa Committee on Public Order and Safety, when we started the investigation on the POGO, it was initially referred to my committee, and we invited the former Senate President, si Juan Ponce Enrile, and with all due respect with him, talagang siya po ang inuna namin because of his old age. And lahat na po ng mga questions that wanted to be asked about dun sa I think executive order number I forgot, 53 ata o 54 about sa POGO ay tinanong na po kay former Senate President, and after which ay pinayagan na po namin na makauwi po si Juan Ponce Enrile, and we hope that sana ganun nga din po ang gawin, no, kasi naman lahat naman po ng members dito, no, we just have to establish lang po dun sa hearing that kailangan po talagang ano po natin yung proper decorum, no, at sana walang uttering of bad words, no, para at least yung alam mo respect bigat sa di ba, respect din at siguro kung gano'n ang magiging tema ng ating pong hearing on November 21, magiging maayos din po katulad nung kay Senate Juan Ponce Enrile. And we hope that we will have a proper and dignified hearing on November 21 with the presence of the former President.
Para lang malinaw, yung aming desisyon to cancel the hearing ay kahapon po yon, Lunes, no? Lunes dahil po ang susunod na hearing ay sa Miyerkules. Pero last week pa ho, napapag-usapan namin yon dahil nga tuloy-tuloy yung aming vetting sa aming mga witnesses. So we decided na mukhang kukulangin tayo sa oras at sa araw para matapos natin yung interview namin dun sa mga gustong magtestigo. So we decided yesterday ng hapon na i-cancel na ito. And immediately, the Secretariat sent notices to all the resource persons, to all the invited guests, and ating pong mga members. No? Wala hong confirmation na may pupunta si dating Pangulong Duterte. Wala hong ganong information. In fact, nalaman lamang namin na pupunta siya, no, dahil nga marami daw kumakalat sa social media. But we already canceled. We sent out notices of cancellation kahapon pa ho. So ang confirmation nila came after we already canceled. So sa susunod, huwag nyo na i-cancel. November 21 po ang aming next invitation. And if you wish to attend, we will appreciate. If you do not, then please let us know ahead of time.
Sir, just another follow-up. Usually po ba gaano katagal yung response time ng mga resource persons? For example, if you sent out the invitation last, kunyari, Monday, how long do resource persons reply?
Depende sa yung iba, immediately they reply, no? Meron na kaagad mga receipt, no? Yung mga notices, no? Meaning they acknowledge that they already received the cancellation notice. Yung iba naman, it takes a while, no? Minsan 2 hours, 3 hours. Minsan nga hanggang kagabi, meron pa nagpadala ng notice at 10:35 p.m. Formal notice of cancellation was sent to Attorney Delgra at 9:23 p.m. And an email also was sent to him at 10:35 p.m. So, sumagot lang siya this morning at 7:14 a.m. this morning. So, we already advised them, but basta ang aming objective ay ma-advise sila prior to the date, the scheduled date of the committee hearing, so that hindi na rin po sila maabala. Wala, it was just a acknowledgement receipt of the cancellation. Yun lang ang So meaning they knew already na canceled na yun kagabi pa, no? Because it was already sent eh. So yun ang yun ang ngayon lang namin nalaman na meron palang interest to attend ang ating dating Pangulo sa Wednesday, where we have already canceled nung Monday.
Okay ka na, Gab? Thank you. Are there any other related questions on Quadcom?
Hindi po ba masyadong late yung Monday night na finals or Monday afternoon na finalize, tapos Tuesday, Wednesday po morning yung mismong hearing? Kung kunyari nakauwi na po or lipad kumbaga from other provinces yung mga resource persons.
Hindi, kaya nga we made it the point that yesterday masabihan na kagad namin sila, no? Because 2 days prior notice, I think, is enough time for them to decide on whether to go or not to go. So when we sent the cancellation notice, we knew that they all received it, they acknowledged it, at wala naman nagsabing pupunta sila. Kasi rather than ituloy natin ng Wednesday ang hearing at hindi pa ready yung aming mga witnesses, no? Sayang ho yung araw. Remember, we're also pressed for time here. Gusto namin that when we present witnesses, we discuss issues, kailangan hindi na po magtagal. Gusto namin matapos agad, nang sa ganun, makagawa na ho kami ng aming committee report.
Sir, clarify lang. So, kung may nag-respond po sa inyo yesterday afternoon na nung sinabi niyo yung notice na i-cancel po, and may nagsabi na may a-attend, particularly Digong, itutuloy niyo po ba?
Ay, hindi na. Cancel na namin eh. So, we're not going to adjust our schedule, our scheduled hearing for somebody, no? Yung amin ay we wanted to make sure na ang tatalakayin ng Quadcom, dahil marami po tayong mga kababayan na nanonood, ay hindi po sila they will not feel shortchanged. I don't know how to say that, but hindi po sila magkakaroon ng pakiramdam na parang nabudol sila. Wala akong pambubudol sa Quadcom. Dahil yung amin po, para mailabas yung katotohanan, kailangan pulido ang aming mga testimonya ng aming mga witnesses.
Thank you. Your question is still related to Quadcom? Okay, go ahead.
Sir, so ngayon po fact of the matter is that nakakapagtaka para sa inyo na after ng ilan na imbitasyon sa dating Pangulo na handang tanggapin siya ng komite, ngayon kung kailan malino na kanselado sa panig nila, ngayon sila biglang maglalabas ng ugong na a-attend sila, sir.
Yun, nagulat kami, no? The fact that we only found out from the social media na meron palang a-attend at nag-confirm ang ating dating... Although hindi po ito galing sa dating Pangulo. Ito po'y galing sa mga vloggers. I don't know, sino pa papaniwalaan? Ang alam ko, as far as the records of the Quad Committee is concerned, the counsel, the lawyer representing the former president is Attorney Delgra. In fact, naging issue pa nga yan eh. Di ba? Meron bang engagement, meron bang letter, etc., etc. So, we only listen, no? Dun sa formally has entered their appearance before the Quadcom or those that are representing our resource persons and has informed the committee, although has not physically entered this appearance yet, no? Kagaya nga yung kay Attorney Delgra, yun ang iniintay namin. But marami pa hong hearing ito, and we will expect that the former president will still attend, no? Kasi po ito yung request ng ating mga kasamahan sa Quadcom. So hindi ito yung una't huli. Pang-5 imbitasyon o mahigit pang-5 imbitasyon na ito na hindi po nakadalo ang ating dating Pangulo. Ngayon na na-cancel, ngayon po, mahirap pong dumalo dahil naka-cancel. But we only got the confirmation from the social media.
So kung ngayon na may nangyaring ganito, kung sa susunod na pagdinig ay hindi magpakita ang dating Pangulo, ano pong, how will the committee treat it?
I really don't know. Kasi ngayon, mahaba-haba yung oras na pwedeng mag-decide, no, ang ating dating Pangulo. No? May nakita nga akong na isang post sa social media na sa November 21 daw, hindi daw pwede. Ano ba yung totoo niyan, di ba? I mean, basta we will send out invitations, the schedule of the Quadcom, based on our rules, based on our collective decision, we will set our hearing. And when we set our hearing, we expect that pursuant to the rules of the Quad Committee, we will send out invitations prior to the scheduled date of the committee hearing para inform po lahat ng aming resource persons na iimbitahan.
Saka, bakit sa social media namin kukunin yung confirmation, di ba? I mean, kami naman, sumusulat naman kami officially. Hindi namin ina-announce sa social media na, iniimbitahan namin si dating Pangulo, di ba? I mean, it's a personal letter to him, no? Ng Quadcom. So, ine-expect din po namin na yung lawyer niya, tatawagan din kami, sabihin sa amin kung makaka-attend o hindi. In fact, nung nabasa ko yung reason kung bakit hindi makaka-attend ng Pangulo yung last invitation namin, akala ko talaga hindi na siya mag-attend sapagkat sinabi niya ron sa mga reason niya na hindi siya naniniwala ron sa aming investigasyon. Pangalawa, nasabi niya lahat dapat yan sabihin sa Senado. So, sa akin, I thought na talagang hindi na siya mag-attend because of those reasons.
Thank you. Thank you, Earl. Okay, go ahead, Rosalie Cos from UNTV.
Almost same question with Marian kay Kong Barbers po. Kasi you said contemplating po last week pa kung itutuloy o hindi. And the invitation to former President was sent on November 11. If po na nag-confirm yung camp ni former President Duterte, even before kayo mag-decide na i-cancel, you will push for the investigation and you will accommodate him kahit siya lang.
Kung itutuloy namin? No, yung hearing hindi naman para lang kay former President
But yung pong fact na nagbigay sila ng communication that he will attend, even before mag-cancel po kayo.
Well, kapag may confirmation ng ganyan, we will have to make do with the witnesses that we have already interviewed. Kaso wala naman kami nakuhang confirmation So we will not, that's why we decided yesterday that we had to cancel it. Kasi kung na-inform kami, maaaring natuloy namin yun. Di baling ilan lang yung aming witnesses para hindi ho tayo umabot ng madaling araw. Kasi I'm sure, abuti na naman ng 2:00 na madaling araw kung sakasakali.
Actually, in addition to that, Chairman Ace and I were talking over the phone kanina, and I told him, pwede nating ituloy na si former President lang yung ating guest, resource person. But unfortunately, na-inform na yung mga resource person, like for example, yung mga victims na luluwas na naman dito, siyempre yung pamasahe nila, tapos yung accommodation as well. So, kanina, hindi pa naman final yung pag-uusap namin. But of course, after a while, na-confirm ko na hindi na rin natin talaga itutuloy because of the katulad na sinabi ni Chairman Chua, meron din kasi talagang rules na nag-govern sa atin And we will be breaking our own rules at hindi magandang tignan yun. At kaya nga we decided na rin talaga na wag na ituloy. Kasi nga, ang premise din natin, ako ang premise ko rin naman, they will galvanize the situation that tayo yung umaatras doon sa pagdating niya. But as I've said, meron tayong sinusunod na rules dito, kaya dapat yun po yung sundin natin. At I hope that, ayan na naman, gano'n na naman November 21, meron pa naman November 28, meron pa naman December. So, I think we still have a lot of elbow room, para pag-usapan at yung i-formalize yung pagdating niya. Wag po tayong biglain, no? At kasi nga hindi naman po isang tao lang nag-iisip dito. We have so many members and we have so many chairmen and we have to decide collectively.
Tingin niyo po ba tingin niyo po ba sinadya na kung kailan po kayo nag-decide na cancel na tsaka po sila nag-express na po?
Ako, sa tingin ko, sinadya yun. Kasi Sunday pa lang pinag-uusapan na to eh. Kaya nga, yun yung, ano nila, yung style eh, di ba? And to make it appear na tayo yung umaatras di sa ganitong klase ng invitation. Whereas we've been inviting him for so many hearings already. If I'm not mistaken, doon pa lang sa committee ng EJK, ng Human Rights, months ago pa yan, in-invite na po ni Chairman Abante. And they declined. And now, nag-hearing na po tayo, na-convene na yung Quadcom, we continually inviting the former president. Pero still, hindi pa rin po siya uma-attend. And now, na nagkaroon po ng ganitong decision ng Quadcom to cancel it, then suddenly, saka sila appear. Magmumukha naman po kaming we're not following our own rules. Pangit po sa ating pong mga members.
Dagdagan ko lang, no? Wala kasi namang formal confirmation na pupunta ang ating dating Pangulo. Sabi ko nga kanina, ito ay galing lamang doon sa mga vloggers, no? Na walang ginagawa kundi tirahin si Dan